Hey guys, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I know I said we were going to go to the moon, but I recently found out that a glitch that was in the game a while ago wasn't actually fixed in the last patch like I thought it would be. So, I'm going to show you everything about it. At least everything that I know. It's amusing. I hope you find it amusing too. So, I've built this thing, which is about as crazy as it looks. As you can see, it's got like 700 flaps on the back, along with some stacked ones on the tail there. And no engine, just a parachute here. One person, empty fuselage, no fuel, some landing gear. And this thing flies. Let me demonstrate. Give it a second to load. And here we go. Alright, you'll quickly see why this is funny. We're just going to continually hit the up and down buttons. And as you can see down in the bottom, the ship is accelerating. And sometimes that happens. There goes all of the parts. So that wasn't the best of starts. Let's try that again. Restart flight. Just letting you know, if you hear a lot of key pressing, that's me trying to get speed built up. So we're just going to hold down and watch as it accelerates. It also has a tendency of lifting up off the ground, which can be a little bad sometimes. Here we go, picking up speed. We're at 75 meters per second, and here we go. We just took off. No engines, no fuel. And it does have a slight problem with staying up in the air and turning. As you can see, there's a bit of a problem whenever I hit any of the buttons, because it freaks out. So with this, it is possible to get in space using this cheat, if done right. I haven't done it right. I think I've actually used too many flaps. So we can always go back and check that later. Yeah, this is my other profile. So as you can see, I've done several tests. Some of which got pretty far. Some of which didn't. Alright, let's put the landing gear up. Maybe we can get in space. Or not. Parachute. That was a little loud. Sorry about that. Let's go back to the Space Center, take some of these flaps off, and see if we can get... Oh, I actually wanted to go back and... We'll take those off. Now let's see if we can get this thing working a little better. I'm gonna try this again. I have gotten pretty high with this design. Not quite into space, although I have seen people do it. But maybe today will be that day. Okay, we're gonna accelerate down the runway here. Take off. We are accelerating upwards, because that makes sense. And there we go again, accelerating upwards. So this is... It is a glitch that's been around for a while. Look at that, we just broke the sound barrier. No engines, we broke the sound barrier. Oh, and here's the control problem. So I find hitting caps lock helps a little bit sometimes, or it just does that. So let's get around to a better angle over here. Take caps lock off and build some speed back up. As you can see, we're already at 7,000 meters with this. Oh, let's put caps lock on again and try to move this to where we actually want it to be. Which is there. And let's get it pointed down a little bit. We'll get going on an arc downward. And then we can use that to accelerate back up. Theoretically. Although it seems to be working, we're still accelerating. We're still accelerating. Still no fuel, as you can see. But here we are at 8,000 meters. We've made it 29, 30 kilometers from the launch pad. No fuel. And Mr. what does that say? Seekin? Something weird. Mr. Kerman down there is not entirely sure what's going on. He's freaking out. He's just as confused as we are right now. Here we go, we're going back down, so let's pull back up. We're still accelerating. But down here, this is still technically below that 90 degree mark. Maybe not 90 degree. That mark there, the vertical, or horizontal, sorry. Horizontal mark, still below that, now we're above it. And we're slowly, actually we're rather quickly decelerating. It does get harder and harder to do this the higher you get in the atmosphere, as there's less atmosphere. But as you can see, we're still going 200 meters per second. And still gaining altitude. We're at almost 11,000 meters right now. You can start to see the curvature of Kerbin. Not quite up into the next layer of the atmosphere yet, but we're getting there. We're still going up slowly. Just a little bit further. You'll be able to tell when you can start seeing stars and galaxies and stuff. Okay, and we're starting to go back down again. Let's get a lot of speed built up rather quickly. And then pull back up. And theoretically, this should bring us back to higher than we were already at. Well, I guess theoretically, we shouldn't have even taken off, but using the glitch of this mod, magic happens. Now we're down to 8,000 meters. We're going back up now. We still have 300 meters per second. How far are we from the launch pad? 65 kilometers. We've made it 65 kilometers on no fuel, guys. That happened. This is a thing. And we're still going upwards. We're at 10,000, climbing rather quickly. $11,000, 12,000, still climbing. Not quite as, well, it does look like we're still climbing rather quickly, actually. Almost at 13,000 meters. There we go, 13,000. Still no stars or anything, but we're getting there. We're technically in that layer, it looks like. Hope zooming in doesn't help with the dials. Alright, let's get some speed built back up. Alright, we're going 170 meters per second right now. Trying to pull up 200 meters per second, 11,000 meters. Here we go, slowly pulling back up again. We can make it into space, guys. We can do this. It'll happen. I don't actually think it's gonna happen, but we can try. We can say we've tried. Here we go, lifting back up. We're at 8,500 meters now. Now climbing again. Let's see how high we can get. So yeah, this is a glitch. I'm not sure what the guys at Squad are gonna do about this. I personally think they should leave it just because it leads to some rather hilarious situations. That's just my opinion though. It's their game, they can do whatever they want. But I enjoy this glitch. Even though it's ridiculously hard to work with. And etc, etc. Oh, we're not even getting it as high as we were. Maybe we will. Maybe. Just barely. Oh, that's as high as we're getting. Oh, there's another test I did. Made it. What is this? 92 kilometers plus 86. It made it a long ways. That's almost 180,000 or 180 kilometers. 180,000. Made it around Kerbin 4 times. No, but yeah, so this thing does work. Let's get a ton of speed going down and see if we can just arc back up. We may just crash into the water, so if that happens, you've been warned. There you go, breaking the sound barrier. You got the new effects for that. Now pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. There we go. Oop. Here we go back down. That didn't work quite as well as I wanted it to. We almost hit the water too. So this thing is a little hard to control. Actually, it's very hard to control. But if you manage to control it properly, possibilities are endless. Okay, we're getting pretty low. Let's pull up. Pull up. Oh. Everything's breaking. And we are still moving upwards. We're actually accelerating upwards right now. So this is happening. We're going just over 300 meters per second right now. Almost. We're almost making it. Almost made it. We're getting somewhere. Oh, we're already up to 15,000 meters. 16,000 meters. $17,000 meters. Well, we've made it higher than we ever have before, guys. So we have that going for us. But we're still... I can talk. We're slowly going down again. Ever so slowly. Actually, that looks like rather rapidly. We're dropping, guys. We're falling. Well, we made it to 17,000 meters. Higher than... nobody, really. Because we've already gone into space. Higher than other people. So... this has been a weird episode. Next time you can definitely look forward to a moon landing. I may or may not build the actual rocket off camera. It's definitely going to be based on the last one we built. So let me know what you think about building on or off camera. You know, there's comments. But... yeah. So, expect that to take several episodes because I'm gonna crash every other episode. Actually, probably 4 times an episode. And yes, I'm currently trying to land this thing. Only we're going towards mountains, which isn't gonna work very well. Mr. Seekin Kerman, you are a dead man. Or a dead Kerman. You're dead something. Just slowly come back down. Slowly. Slowly. This isn't slowly. We're dropping pretty fast right now. How far have we made it? We've made it pretty far. We started here. Yep. So, yeah, we made it pretty far. Just gonna keep saying that. And yes, what you were seeing there, out here, this is a satellite. So again, this is my other profile that I have, in which I actually managed to make a successful satellite. So, you know what? I'll show you guys that. Let's just land this thing. I'm not even going to try to properly land it. No, I'll still try to properly land it. It'll make a better episode than just putting the parachute out. Oh, wrong button. Hitting the wrong button. This is going to be really difficult. Look at this terrain we're going into. It's like just yelling at the plane, I want to eat you. I don't know why it says we're traveling way off in that direction, down here. But we seem to be moving far in that direction, according to this thing. Even though it definitely looks like we're coming straight down, in a straightward direction. Or I guess straight forward, rather, not straight down. Almost there, guys. We're almost there. Let's put caps lock on. Here we go. Successful landing? Maybe? Okay, let's start hitting the brakes. Just gonna continually hit the B button until it stops. You know what? Well, that was useful. Alright, brake, brake, brake. We're stopping, we're stopping. We've stopped. Alright. You made it successfully, Mr. Seekin. Oh, the plane's getting away. Plane's getting away. Go after it. Run. Oh. It's gone. It's gonna roll all the way into the ocean. They're dead. Or he's dead. Actually, no, he's fine. They can just go and rescue him. That's dead. Anyway, I will end that flight. Let's go here. I'll show you some of my creations. Here we go. Right there. Give it a second to load. Here we go. This is my current space station orbiting. It's comprised of 2 modules right now. You've got this thing, which has several, or I guess just one Kerbal in it. There's Bill. There's Bill in this part. And down here, is there anybody in this one? There's Wilbo and Bob. It's an interesting name. And Tom and Jebediah. This is one of the crew container compartment things. This is the capsule. I flew up in it. Or I flew up. You know what I'm saying. And these are 2 release capsule things that fly up here and dock with it and take crew and then land. Although right now I think they're just there for emergency situations. If anything goes wrong in the station, they can all hop in one of these. There should only be, let's see, in here. Who's in here? Bill? Yeah, Bill. 1. Where's the door? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's 5 Kerbals total in this thing, and we can successfully fit 6 of them between these 2 capsules. And if you're wondering how I got these up here, this in here is actually a probe. So these are actually probe-guided capsules that I flew up here and docked with this, which took forever. This was I'd say it was a 6-hour project, just this. It might have been more. I'm not sure. Depends on if you include all of the times I crashed trying to get these up here, which was a lot. So yeah, hopefully we can build something like this. Probably not, but if it happens, it'll happen. So, if you're interested in seeing that, you can subscribe in that button. I don't even know where it's located anymore. They keep changing things. It's located somewhere on the page. If you can't find it, it doesn't really matter. That's fine. You can like if you liked it. I had fun making it. Those things are the whole flap design. That's fun to use. It's really difficult, but it's fun. I recommend you all try it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.